You have any weapons? Is that normal to meet strangers on the internet, especially minors, as a registered sex offender, to tell them immediately get in my car? Why do you have an attraction to such young women? I love to know that we fucking got you.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh, my name's Ray, and you know why we're here. We're about to have a conversation.
Okay.
Do you want to step right there, or do you want to be embarrassed in here?
So you can go up there.
Okay, come on. You have any weapons?
No.
Okay, I'm not law enforcement. We'll go to the side of the building. No one needs to hear what we're here to talk about.
So Josh is a predator that we caught outside of the Tampa Hard Rock Casino. He had been communicating with one of our decoys named Taylor over the past few days, and she was portraying herself to be a 14-year-old girl on the app Whisper, was at the casino with her grandma and was unattended, bored, and was available to, quote unquote, hang out. Josh seized on that opportunity very quickly and was at work at the time that they were chatting, gets home from work, takes a shower, and dresses up nicely to go and meet with this 14-year-old. And there was no confusion about who he was meeting with. He very, very clearly knew that this was a child, based on the conversations and the chat logs that were turned over to the detectives in Hillsborough County. But there was no confusion about who he was meeting with and why he was meeting with this child.
Why are you here, Josh?
I'm just gonna hang out.
With who?
A friend.
Is that appropriate for someone that's a registered sex offender for lewd and lascivious acts upon a minor? This is what you guys are. You're the fifth guy that I've caught this weekend, by the way, the fifth person. And there's a part of me that because you are a registered sex offender, you have no idea the joy in my heart right now. So you said you wanted to be a friend. You're 44?
Yes.
The 44-year-olds belong being friends with adolescent little girls?
Generally, no.
Generally no or no?
No.
A lot of times these predators will claim that even though they had sexually explicit conversations with a child and they believe the person, they just wanted to hang out. And that is one of the go-to mechanisms for them to feel that it's right or okay for them to get out of this situation, that they had no intent of doing anything inappropriate with a child. And, you know, because it wasn't a real child, we will never know, thank goodness. Fortunately, it wasn't a real child, so that we could find out what Josh's real intentions were. But based on his being a registered sex offender and his prior conduct with a minor child under the age of 16 and his actions leading up to that moment in which he was caught, and Ray, our interrogator, we got you. We got you. As Ray put it, a bunch of ne'er-do-wells on YouTube for free and for fun got you. A highly manipulative, highly intelligent, very well-dressed sex offender who was there to pick up a 14-year-old, or thought he was. And we got him. We duped him.
You see my friend right here?
Yeah.
She's a mom. She's a mom of 2 children that were victims of sexual abuse. Tell us what your lewd and lascivious acts upon a minor were all about, Josh. I already have the open record. This is your come to Jesus moment where you get to...
I made out with a girl.
How old?
She was 14 at the time.
How old were you? 43, 42?
34.
34. It's a pretty big age gap, man.
Yeah.
That's 5 presidential terms. A group of ne'er-do-well fucking bandits from YouTube for no money, for fun and for free, because they love protecting the purity of children. They fucking look at you.
Yeah.
Look where we got you. Where are we gonna take the little girl? You even asked her to get into your car right away, didn't you?
Yes, I thought that's what she wanted to do.
Is that normal to meet strangers on the internet, especially minors, as a registered sex offender, to tell them immediately get in my car?
Well,
pretty guy like you, how do you think you would do in prison if they knew that you were a diaper sniper?
not well.
I love what I do.
Yeah.
This is the sweetest moment ever. When I get to look into a guy, you got those big steely blue eyes. I love to know that we fucking got you.
Yeah.
Asking her when's the first time she had sex?
It's the general question, yeah.
It's a question.
No, yeah, it's a general question.
It's a question.
Yeah,
You said I wouldn't want you telling people who I am if we did stuff, so I understand. Yeah, and asking her other things that she likes to do sexually.
When did you get off probation?
3 weeks, yeah. 3.5 weeks.
So literally just got out of the clear.
It was a stupid decision.
The evidence was submitted to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, and they reviewed the case. And as is typical with a lot of these cases, they're difficult cases to prosecute. And what is known as the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, ICAC, is not in favor of having non-law enforcement involved in these types of investigations and sting operations, and what we consider to be a form of citizen journalism, where we go out and decoy these predators that are online every day. Some say that there are 500,000 predators online every day trying to connect with and meet with children. And so the position that many of us have is that there is not enough resources for law enforcement to handle the amount of people online that are having these types of conversations with kids.
Did Christy and everyone, did they fucking outsmart and bamboozle a guy that has a degree in finance and who was on the sex offender registry for 10 years and 3.5 weeks ago decided to get off, and today you're a groomer. You try to set up a window of opportunity. You were physically attracted to this girl. You told her she was beautiful.
Yeah, the picture.
So you wanted her to get into your car right away.
I would not have done anything. I was not planning on doing anything.
I've never heard that before.
I was looking to meet up.
That's the part that I want you to get into, though, because it's not just about hanging out. It's about the sexual part, you know.
Well, it was just about to hang out. Just hang out. I shouldn't. There's no reason to hang out with a 14-year-old. I have nothing in common with a 14-year-old. 44. So.
Don't think you have much in common with many 44-year-olds either, man. Self-care goes a long way. Depression, anxiety, learning disabilities, none of those things equate to it being okay to ever meet with a minor for any sort of reason.
There's no excuse for it. There's nothing mental health wise or anything else wise that there's no excuse for it. 100% agree.
Just found out, so you got how many years for just kissing yours?
Well, I made out with her. I took her top off. That was
So a
it.
little bit more now, right?
How did you get reported for being with the 14-year-old, Josh?
Her mom found out.
How did her mom find out?
Text messages. She said she saw a text message of us talking, then she started talking about found out what happened from there.
So you got taken down by a 14-year-old and her mom, and now by a Scooby-Doo group of fucking YouTube bandits with no money, no resources, nothing.
What was so jarring was the juxtaposition of the predator that we had caught earlier that day, Kevin, who was living with his mom in the retirement community, and he was filthy, shirt off, drinking heavily, smoking heavily, sitting in his own filth, basically, communicating online with who he believed to be a child. Everyone would say, oh my God, don't let your kid with that guy, for obvious reasons, because he doesn't put on a good act. But with Josh, he put on a great act. And he put on a good show of manipulation and deceit. And what is most shocking about Josh was looking at his case, that he did have everything to lose, being someone with a finance degree wanting to go into the securities industry or in the investment business. Completely derails his career that he wanted to have. Someone who could have had it all, but he lost it all. But in that moment of freedom in which he terminates his probation after being on it for 10 years, and after having it all and losing it all, Josh decides to go online and find and interact with a 14-year-old. That is frightening. That is incredibly frightening. There are many, many Joshes out there that look nice, that talk nice, that act nice, that unfortunately and sadly will disappoint you when you find out that they hurt a child, your child, and you trusted them with everything.
It's time for you to go, sir. So long, farewell.
When you look in that rear view mirror, remember you just got off probation 3.5 weeks ago.
Everybody say bye, Josh. Say bye, Josh.